Economic ties between the United States and China have never been exactly simple. Since the end of the Second World War, they've had periods of close cooperation, but also their moments of tension. In the 1950s, the Cold War is at its height. China is throwing its weight behind the Soviet Union. Beijing's main enemy is American capitalism. And for Washington, it's unthinkable to trade with an ally of Moscow. But things are changing by the beginning of the 1970s. Beijing has cut ties with Moscow. American President Richard Nixon takes an official trip to China in 1972, formally opening up relations between the two countries again. It was dubbed the week that changed the world. But then, in 1989, China violently puts down a student protest in Beijing's Tiananmen Square. Hundreds of people are killed. China is no longer a US ally. The beginning of the 1990s marks a change in China's economic policy. It begins to invest in mass production of consumer goods. Soon it seems like every product bears the label "Made in China." More and more American businesses choose to manufacture their products in China at low cost. But the defining moment for China's entry onto the world's economic stage is in 2001, when China joins the World Trade Organization. And for the US president at the time, Bill Clinton, this was a huge opportunity for American business. But trade relations between the two countries quickly become unequal. The US starts to buy more and more products made in China, and their trade deficit grows rapidly. By selling its products to the United States, China earns hundreds of billions of dollars, money that it's going to use, in part, for buying more than $1 trillion of American debt. Over the years, the world's two biggest economies have become dependent on one another, a dependence that isn't always appreciated over in Washington. But no US president, until Donald Trump, has been willing to go head-to-head with China.